Hello, 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 humanity. Back once again, trying to, excuse me, trying to hold steady with my posting. I'm struggling in the areas, still struggling in the areas of my sugar. So I'm holding on with my posting with everything that I've got. How are you guys this morning? I hope all is going well. So anyway, I'm running behind. I was trying to do. I got a little lofty again this morning. I guess you say, "Oh, lady, what else is new?" Well, hey, with over 7 or 8 billion of us coexisting on a planet, sometimes the old lady can I get a little behind. I know. All of us don't feel, all of our brothers and sisters don't feel that way. That's okay. We'll loan them some until they come around. Hey, humanity, I didn't do a lot. I made a raw, not completely raw. Remember yesterday, I made the completely raw veggie. Veggie wraps. This time I made a not completely raw spinach, broccoli, and rice salad. And I didn't do much of anything to it. It was effortless. I sliced up maybe about a fourth of a cup of peppers. There's a wide variety. You use those of your choice. Remember, the personalization and the customization is key. I used about 2 tablespoons of chopped onions. And remember, we've talked about the spoon so many times. The larger of the spoons are the tablespoons, and then the smaller of the spoons are the teaspoons. And then I used a half of a cup of broccoli washed and chopped. I used a fourth of a cup cucumbers washed and chopped. I used spinach. I used a fourth of a cup washed and chopped. I used vegetable broth. I boiled. I want to say maybe about 3 tablespoons of brown rice. You can use any rice, yellow rice, white rice, whatever rice of your choice. I just used brown rice. There's a lot of nutrition in brown rice, but all the rice, it's good. And then I boiled, you boil your rice, you cover it, and then you boil it for maybe 15, 20 minutes, or maybe not even that long, depending on your appliance. And then you rinse it, and some of you boil it again to get it a little bit more stiff. I usually do that, but I didn't do that today. I'm pressed for time. So boil the rice for 15, 20 minutes, and then I put it to the side. And then I after it cooled, I put maybe about 3 tablespoons of vegetable broth. You can use regular broth because remember, all of the recipes are meat friendly. You can also put in some grilled chicken breast, some grilled turkey breast. That's good. And then I put in maybe like 2 tablespoons of tomatoes. And I was going to put some garlic and some onion powder on. I'm pressed for time and I couldn't get the garlic top off. But, you should certainly. And I used a pinch of a seasoning salt. You can use sea salt, Himalayan salt, whatever salt you want. And I put that all in the bowl and I layered it. So that's where the personalization and the customization would really, really be beneficial to you, humanity. Layer it the way you want. If you prefer your rice on the bottom and your vegetables on the top, or if you prefer, like I did, I put my rice on the top and I put my vegetables on the bottom. And you can also sprinkle a little plant-based cheese on it if you want to. When I get back, I'm going to eat it with my Caesar salad dressing. Hey, humanity. So, with that being said, I'm really, really struggling with this sugar again. I mean, it's almost unbelievable that I would go that far backwards. But I was thinking about the word residue, and I know when I first started this journey, and it was just so, just so unfamiliar to me, eating. Remember, I told you over and over and over again, I was eating the equivalent of 4 adults, and I'm not exaggerating. And I was eating. Maybe a box of donuts, a bag of cookies, and candy treats in a day, and I was still craving sugar. And in that, I'm not exaggerating either. And I had 2 tunics, and like I said, both of them could cover. could cover the circumference of a baby crib. So anyway, with that being said, when I first started out, it was really really challenging. Like I told you, I was sick. I was in that recliner for 17, 18 hours. But when I first I started seeing results within 24 hours, and I didn't realize that taking away the sugar instantly, my body started responding. But maybe about 2 or 3 weeks in, when I had started getting tiny, tiny, tiny results, and I was really, really excited, I started thinking to myself, and I start looking around. Everyone else is losing weight, and they're losing it so fast. And I started wondering, why was it so slow for me, not taking into account, individuals' metabolisms are different. I had not introduced mobility, no type of exercise at all. So there are a lot of variables that didn't give me the fast results. But anyway, I was thinking today, because I was getting, a little bit frustrated, because I'm like, why am I still? Because I'm really, I'm not having quite as much of a challenge with the meal prep. And so I'm wondering to myself, well, why then am I still, for dinner yesterday, give you an example. I had chips, and I had, what did I have? I had chips, and I think I had crackers, and, I had some lunch meat, and it was just basically junk. And I'm wondering, I'm like, I'm doing better with the meal prep. Why aren't I, utilizing the meal prep, as opposed to just eating junk? And that's literally what I had for dinner: the chips and the things that I described. And so I thought about it, and I wondered about that word, this term residue. If I have some of the old ideologies, the old thoughts in terms of procrastination, still holding on to, really, really quick gratification, grab some chips, even though I have the meal prep in the refrigerator, just old paradigms, still holding on. And so I'm wondering, with you, humanity, this weekend, are you experiencing, maybe a slight delay, maybe a slower pace of getting home? And remember, home is just a metaphor for a better, or getting something out of your life. And remember, we're not talking about things where you need a clinician or you need officials to come in and take care of that thing. But I mean, things where, you feel like, and maybe you're even slightly frustrated, that, you have things that, you really could probably, if you gave it a little bit more effort, or looked at it, and got more solution oriented, you can maybe get a little bit further. And I'm also not talking about individuals where you're dealing with hurt, pain, and suffering, the undesirables at the hands of others. You know what I'm saying? Where someone's snaking you, being disingenuous, backbiting you, or what have you. Or even with that, maybe it's a situation where you're really, really dragging your feet, where that you're dealing with individuals that they don't mean you any good. They're not trying to see you get to the next level. They're actually sabotaging, backstabbing, backbiting, disingenuous. You can't share anything. If your heart is, if you're heavy laden in your heart, cry at yourself all night. If you tell them, by the time you give 20 minutes to the calendar, all of your business is out. So I'm not really talking about that. But like I say, you could include that in the residue, because maybe those are individuals that you need to get rid of. But anyway, with that being said, humanity, you got brothers and sisters behind you, on the side of you. We have challenges. And so so maybe it may not be food. It may be other areas that are really, really, hanging heavy on your heart. Some of you have cried all night long. So I'm wondering if in fact there is something that's hanging on, that you need to get rid of, that's causing you a lot of pain, or if it's like me, where you're just not stepping your game up enough. You're holding on to old. Hey, remember I just said holding on to stuff. So even with your food journey, if you're holding on to old ideologies and old paradigms and just old thoughts that are causing you to slow down, causing you not to get to where you need to go, go. I wonder if this weekend, the remaining part of this weekend, we can, look at those things, look at them up close and personal, and decide if, hey, we got to say bye bye. We got to say bye bye. We got to let it go. We got to let them go, and we got to get on to better. We got to get home, humanity. We got to get home, and most importantly, humanity, you deserve some peace and some happiness. And so, anything that's in your world, in your sphere, that you can get rid of, that's not adding to your joy and your much needed peace. Hey, I think all of us, your brothers and sisters behind you, on the side of you, in front of you, all of us, me with the chips and the cookies and this, that, and the other. I think we should practice all week, the remaining of the weekend. Humanity, let's say it together. Goodbye, goodbye, and good riddance. Hey, humanity, I gotta go. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.